Good morning, America. Live from Sun and Fun. Thanksgiving week, November 22nd. Toe Tapping Tuesday, 2016. This is Frank Margell. It is so nice to be out and about with you on this sunny, somewhat breezy and chilly Maine day. Northern New England, coastal southern Maine, Portland, Maine, Maine's largest city, right up here on the Western Promenade. This is a freelance video, and you will find it at frankmargell@youtube.com. I'm not affiliated with any business or enterprise or political action committee. I'm not representing any particular concern today. I am out here in the public domain, sharing my comments and views with you about 9:30 a.m. in the big city of Portland, Maine. The big city of Portland, Maine is a peninsula, and on this Toe Tapping Tuesday, November 22nd, it's a bit breezy, but some folks are getting out and about, and you can view the wonderful peninsula of Portland, Maine, from the Western Prom, the Eastern Prom. You can get out about here in Portland, Maine, and get some pretty decent views today, this Thanksgiving week. It is wonderful to share this Thanksgiving week with you, and I want to thank you for all the views and shares. Once again, you can send me a comment if I strike a chord with you today. We're going to get into a little political commentary. But before we do that, I'm going to zoom out. I'm using my tripod again today. Go ahead and send me a comment at frankmargell@youtube.com. And thanks again. I do respond to your comments. I'm going to zoom out here. I'm a little chilly, so I'm using half my brain. The other half is still frozen. But it's let's go for it, okay? Right here on the hill. I'm going to zoom out here. There we go. See that? Yeah. We're up here on the hill. I'll show you around here on the Western Promenade. It's wicked breezy and cold, yeah, but it's a beautiful day. Yeah. Drop the camp down a little bit here. Yeah, we got the Maine Medical Center over there. Yeah, we got the Thomas Brackett Reed Memorial statue. One of Maine's famed leaders and politicians. Yeah, and then you see the Western Prom. You know. All right, I'm gonna come back around here. Okay, let's take a look at the Thomas Brackett Reed statue here on the Western Prom. And let's get into a little political commentary. Finally, yes, on this November 22nd, Toe Tapping Tuesday in Portland, Maine, where it's windy and cold, but we'll get through this. Okay, let's try to get a little warm and toasty and do some political commentary. So bear with me, check your facts. Always check your facts when I'm out here. These are my opinions and comments and views. And once again, I'm out here in the public domain, so you might want to do your own research. But here's what I found out regarding question 1 that was passed into law November 8th, 2016. Well, apparently there is a recount. And what is question 1? I'm going to read question 1 to you as it appeared on the ballot and was voted for in favor by a narrow margin. And there is a recount taking place. But let's review question 1. And I'm going to quote from the ballot. Question 1, it was a citizens' initiative. And you can find this ballot question at maine.gov/SOS/CEC/ELEC maine.gov/upcoming/index.html. You can also go to maine.gov and look under Bureau of Corporations and Elections. I'm not affiliated with that website, but you can initiate a search there, and eventually you're going to find question 1. And it was a citizens' initiative that was passed into law by a narrow margin, and there is a recount taking place. But let's go ahead and quote from the ballot. Here we go, quote, "Do you want to allow the possession and use of marijuana under state law by persons who are at least 21 years of age and allow the cultivation, manufacture, distribution, testing, and sale of marijuana products subject to state regulation, taxation, and local ordinance?" Well, that law passed. It's facing a recount. So what's the big to-do about that? There's a lot that has taken place since November 8 and since this Citizens Initiative passed. It was voted on and it was successfully passed into law. However, there is a recount, so check your facts. Okay. Let's come up to yesterday. Today is November 22nd. So yesterday at November 21st, the City Council met and unanimously voted on a 6-month moratorium blocking the products subject to state regulation, taxation, and they did this according to their mindset and their leadership. They decided unanimously to hold off for at least 6 months. So that leads into some political commentary. And these are my comments, so check your own facts. I'm sure you're going to develop your own opinions if you care about this. You can send me a comment if you just want to say hi. I appreciate it. You can send me a comment at frankmargell@youtube.com. So here we go. This ballot measure is facing fierce opposition, although it passed, and it also suggests that those who were in favor of the ballot measure are now predisposed to blocking it in cities and towns, at least here in coastal southern Maine. So the moratorium that was initiated yesterday through the wise leadership of the City Council is taking place in other cities and townships right here in coastal southern Maine. So what's the deal? Okay, we have a law, it's passed, we have competent leaders in our cities and towns, we have a competent legislator, and we have a competent governor. Why not just make a regulation book like anything else that they put together and get the business of regulating marijuana, taxing it, and allowing Mainers to exercise their freedom to smoke pot? What's the big deal? Well, the big deal is that anytime you rule or pass law by citizen initiative, oftentimes it turns in or morphs into something completely different. And this particular referendum is no stranger to that process. Some folks are divided in the City Council, and there are plenty of quotations and views that you can search on the World Wide Web, and you're going to find some city leaders suggesting it could be 9 months. Some are suggesting 6 months. Some are saying it's no big deal. Just wait. Just wait. So here's my understanding of what's taken place. The law passed, but there is no competent rule book or leader to put it all together and go, this is how you exercise your right to smoke pot and have the business regulated and taxed right here in Portland. Portland unanimously put a moratorium on this law. So perhaps, and you may look into this, you may be an expert at this, you may find someone competent enough in the legislature to take this referendum. There may be a unanimous, consent. I doubt it, but perhaps within 6 months to 9 months, this is going to move through the Maine legislature, and then they're going to issue rule books for smoking pot in Maine. Perhaps it will come before the governor, and then long and short wind of it, what's the federal law? The federal law will be different than Maine law. So ruling by citizens' referendum is not some type of brief, easy acquisition. It's very difficult, and we have a big process in front of us. Those who oppose, those who don't care, and those who are in complete support of this. The Maine legislature has so much on its plate, and it is guided by the Constitution, and we have a strong governor. What on earth is going to happen to this citizens' initiative? Will it just waste everybody's time, or will some reasonable, sound-minded, competent, law-abiding city council or statewide consent put this thing together, and everybody will then be able to smoke their pot and exercise their freedoms with a fair mind? I doubt it. I think this is a mess, and I think it's going to take more than 6 months or 9 months. This could go on for years, but that's just my opinion. So you have your own. Please send me a comment regarding this if you must. I would love to hear from you, by the way, if I strike a chord with you, or you can just say hi. It's Frank Margell at youtube.com. Toe Tapping Tuesday on the Western Promenade, discussing Mary Jane in the great state of Maine, right here in Fun and Sun, Portland, Maine, northern New England, coastal southern Maine. Don't light up yet. Breathe easy. This initiative has a long way to go. You have a great Maine day, and happy Thanksgiving. You take care, and no matter where you are in the free world, I'll keep you posted. This is Frank out.